So you guys already know that there's so many different phones coming out right now. We got the S20s, we got the iPhone SE2 or the iPhone 9 coming out very soon, and then we got those iPhones coming out in September. But what I want to tell you, and this is specifically for my older iPhone users, the people who have the iPhone 6s, the iPhone 7s, the iPhone 8s, bro, even the iPhone 6s or even iPhone 5s's, if you've made it this far along, I would probably tell you more so than not, keep your older iPhone currently. Wait until at least the iPhone 9's release and then go ahead and figure out whether you want to go and upgrade or not. And the reason I say that is because the iPhone 9 or iPhone SE2, as you guys know, that should be coming out probably in that March timeframe, and from there, and that's actually going to be costing about like $399, which is actually really cheap for a brand new iPhone, and that is pretty much the same thing as the iPhone SE when that was released in 2016. It's pretty much taking over that same exact price tag, and at that time, a ton of people flocked to the iPhone SE. I think that's a proper term. They went to the iPhone SE because that was a cheaper model phone, but it really wasn't skimping on it too much, and it was in that smaller form factor. And at that time, if I knew that much about the SE, or if I was making videos at the time, I would have probably said the same thing. But now I do have the ability to actually say something and people listen to me for once. And I'm telling you, if you want an upgrade to your phone, if you want like an iPhone, if you want the newest chipset and a great camera and all those things, and you want to maintain that same body as the iPhone 7s or the 6 or the 5s, not the 5s but the 8s and stuff, you will be able to achieve that by getting that iPhone 9 or iPhone SE2, and that's a humongous thing. So that's one thing in and of itself. A lot of used iPhone prices I've seen, like the iPhone 8 Pluses, some even the iPhone 10s, those are costing about like that $399 price tag, but those are a little older. You do have to kind of keep in mind the iPhone 9 is going to be having that Apple A13 Bionic chip, as well as potentially at least 3GB of RAM, which will definitely do you better in the long run. And if you own those older iPhones, they're still fine. Like if you own an iPhone 6s, it's still capable for the most part. It can do pretty much everything you want to throw at it. It's just a little slower here and there, and a little this and a little that. And I'm sure you don't want to spend, $1,000 or $899 on the latest iPhone. The iPhone 10 or $599, the iPhone 11 $699, but this new iPhone 9 is going to be costing about $399, which is going to be much cheaper. And the biggest advantage of the iPhone 9 is that it really isn't overtaking anything besides maybe the iPhone 8, but it really isn't the successor of anything besides maybe the iPhone 8 or iPhone SE. Besides that, if you own a 6S or something, the best part about it is you probably won't see a depreciation in price for your resale factor for your phone, because it's not like the iPhone 12 came out and the iPhone 11s are going to get cheaper. It's not necessarily like that. And it's not going to affect the resale values of the iPhone 10s or iPhone 11s, because those are more expensive than those phones. So the iPhone 9 is a really good thing because it's not the successor, and you're going to be saving a ton of money when you resell your phone, because it's going to be selling for the same price. If you buy an iPhone 8 and you spent maybe like $300 on it, most probably you'll still be able to sell it for $300. But because that is the most similar phone to the iPhone 9, you might see some depreciation there. But that is one of the biggest things for sure. And if you're in the market for a new phone, if you currently have an older iPhone, I would definitely tell you keep it until the iPhone 9's release, which should be about that March timeframe. I believe it's probably going to be like mid-March, maybe later March, but it's at least going to be announced that month. And then you'll kind of be able to figure out, okay, should I go and upgrade my phone now, or should I go get the iPhone 9 and then save some money that way? Because chances are, if you have an older iPhone, I had an older iPhone for a long time, and I still have an older iPhone, like I want to not spend the most amount of money as possible. I want to save as much money. Like I don't really care about like having the latest and greatest, even though I do have it. Like it's just a byproduct of this channel. If I didn't, like I would literally just go out and buy like an iPhone 10 and use it. But regardless, what I can tell you is keep your older iPhone. There's no really huge reason to update right now. I would tell you keep it and wait until the iPhone 9's announcement in mid-March and go from there. So if you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those things are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys would check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.